Hello, hello, hello.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Hello. Happy day before Easter.
I was just going to say that.
Yeah.
Oh
Happy
my gosh, that's funny. Happy day before Easter. Do you have any plans?
No.
Me
Well,
neither.
actually, we're going out for a brunch. Usually we spend it with my family, but not this year.
Yeah, okay.
Everybody's going to in-laws.
So, gotcha.
So
I was thinking I would probably have to order some groceries today, and maybe we'll just do some, like a little lunch or something. But I don't have littles per se, so we don't.
Well, I'm in the same boat with you. So we're going to go for a brunch, and I'm sure my son will be on the computer gaming the rest of the day.
Mine too, the same age. Mine too. Yeah.
So
Troy will be running around, running wild. So
So that'll
hello, everybody. Hello. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to Decoupage Queen's Creative Hour. My name is Teri Lightsey, and we have something special going on today. We have Kimberly from Yesterday's Tomorrow. Y'all need to help me congratulate our Kimberly. She just hit 90,000 followers, y'all.
Thank you, Teri.
That is an amazing feat. You're an amazing person and deserve that and much more. So congratulations.
Thank you. And thank you, everybody, from the people who are just following me for the first time, even just today, from people who have been following me for the last 5 years. I want to say thank you, because if it wasn't for all of you, there would be no Yesterday's Tomorrow. So thank all of you so much from the bottom of my heart.
Yeah, I know. I was telling Kimberly, I noticed it before her post, because when I do this, I have to set it up anyways, all the backstage stuff. And so I noticed it, but it didn't set in that she had just hit it. And so then I seen her post and I was like, oh, but then I was like, I'm not going to say congratulations. I'm going to see her tomorrow. I'll tell her to her face. So.
Thank you, sweet friend. Like I said, thank you, everybody. I didn't even know that. I'm going, oh my goodness, I hit 90,000.
That's so exciting.
So yes, it is exciting. So thank you, everybody. I so appreciate each and every one of you. I truly do. I am humbled.
Yeah. So as usual, right here, y'all. So hi, Cindy. Hello, Sue. Hello, Karen. Nancy Church. So as usual, y'all, I pop your name up here on the screen just to say hello to you. You guys know I'm always typing away and don't always want to interrupt. So, I pop your name up here on the screen just to let you know that we see you and to say hello. So hello. So as you guys know, whenever I have a creator on Decoupage Queen's Creative Hour, we do ask our creators to turn their screen landscape. My phone's going to do that. Oh, it didn't do the funny thing. So if you want a full screen, you have to turn your device. If you don't care and you want to leave it this way, that's why it's a little smaller than you're used to when you normally watch Kim, but we've asked her to turn her device. It's just the platform that we use. So nothing's wrong. It's just landscape. So also at the end of Creative Hour, every Saturday, Decoupage Queen gives away a goodie bag full of Decoupage Queen rice papers. All you need to do is make sure you're following Yesterday's Tomorrow and make sure you're following Decoupage Queen. I just put the links in for both pages. Before you automatically tell me that you're following, please re-verify. So all you have to do to verify is just easiest way, tap on our faces up here. Down here, you'll get the little word that says following. If it says following, head over to the other page and do the same thing. If it says follow, you have to refollow, y'all. So unfortunately, it happens. So I have to remind you guys to check every Saturday. And I always say, just get into the habit as you're watching your creator. Just tap on the screen and make sure that it still says following. And then when you've done so, let me know. I'll put your name on the wheel. Any questions that you have, I'll read them off to Kim. But if you're ready, I'll turn it over to you. Y'all, look at her beautiful background when I turn this over.
Look at this, ladies. It's spring and Yesterday's Tomorrow is Happy Easter. Happy day before Easter, everybody. I hope you're going to have a beautiful, wonderful day with your family and your friends tomorrow. And I hope you have beautiful weather and go outside and enjoy. But today, excuse me, the allergies here in New Jersey are terrible. So my throat might be a little scratchy. Decoupage Queen just had a new release, guys. So today we're going to be working with the new releases. So let me just show you a couple of the papers that we're going to be using today. Look at this one. Oh my gosh.
Oh, gorgeous. Yes.
Isn't that? Oh, it's so me. It's so me. It's called, oh my gosh, my eyeballs. Market Roses. That one's called Market Roses. This one is called Dainty and the Queen Sketches Background. Ladies, look. Oh my gosh. Look at those roses. That is gorgeous. And then look, got even a little bug right there. And then I know, it's a little late for making Easter projects, but again, if you make it today, you have it for next year. But this is called
Vintage what do you think, Easter. Bunnies aren't always for Easter, right?
Yeah, Bunny? And you know what? Look at these vintage little people. They're not for just Easter. They're for anything. Now, we're going to be using her today right here, right? And I'm not going to have this wording right in here. I'm just going to have her in there. And guess what? It doesn't scream Easter. There's no Easter eggs or bunnies in there. I mean, bunnies are, like I said, you're great. Bunnies are for all the time. I agree with you 100%. I make stuff with bunnies all the time, and that's spring and that's summer. So, so we're going to be using her. So we're going to do something fun today, ladies. Something that does, it's not, a lot of thinking. We're going to do magnets for your refrigerator. Now, you don't have to use them for magnets, but I use the magnets on my refrigerator. I got inspired by somebody on Pinterest who actually took frames, and she put family photos in there. But we're going to put Decoupage Queen's decoupage paper in them, and you can put them on your refrigerator, and they look really pretty. So we're going to be using their new molds. Oh, this one right here called Antique Frames, guys. Look at this. Isn't that gorgeous? I mean, it's hard to see the details in it, but I'm going to show you. I used amazing cast resin. And you could use, well, I don't know. I don't think I would use air dry clay. That has a tendency, if you're going to be touching it or something, it might break it. For something like a magnet for your refrigerator or wherever you want to put it, I probably would use amazing cast resin. But here's another one too. This one's called Regal Crowns, guys. Look at that. Oh my gosh, isn't that pretty? And this is, oh, Teri, what is the word for that? That's a...
Oh my goodness.
I'm having a senior moment. Anybody
it starts with an S.
A shield? No.
No.
Okay.
A crest.
Is somebody thinking of it?
Isn't it a crest? Is it called
a
crest?
Crest? Yes. Yeah. A family crest. Thank you, Teri. Thank you. Oh my gosh. I always keep forgetting that. So isn't that pretty? So I did I did a couple of molds with that, but we're not going to be using that one today. But I just wanted to show you because I was going to use it, but I'm not. All right. So here we go. For the sake of time, right? I used amazing cast resin, and I made this one. Look at that, guys. Let me get up close. See, now you can really see the details in it. Isn't that beautiful? Look at that. That's just gorgeous. All right. And then we did this one right here, the middle one. Just like, look at that, how pretty that one is. And then I did the middle one in black casting resin. And look at that. Now, I don't know if you can really see the details of that with the black, but once we put our wax paste on there, you will see all the details. But isn't that pretty? I just thought I'd do them in a couple different colors, just so you can get the feel of it. All right. So what you want to do, okay, let me get my paper out here. What you want to do is, because you're gonna have to put a backing on here, guys. I wouldn't put to adhere your decoupage paper on. I wouldn't use plain cardboard. Cardboard will warp. You want to do something a little thicker, maybe like a chipboard or something like that. I don't know what this is, but this was on the back of a binder thing that I had. And see how thick that is? It's thicker. So it's thicker than regular cardboard, but it might be chipboard. I don't know. But anyway, so what I did was I took a pen, just for the sake of time. I took a pen. I outlined the inside. I put it on the chipboard. I outlined it. And then I just cut it out. And there we go. And now you have your base to put your... Can you see? Now you have the base to put your decoupage paper on. So isn't that cute? And I did the same thing. This one was a little harder because of all the detailing in there, and it's
yeah.
And it's fine around here, but I made it work. So I did it, and I same thing, traced it out, and I put that right on there. Am I doing it the right way? Am I going backward? Oh no, this is it. Okay. And there's going to be the same thing there. See? Now this one, you don't have to do anything to it because the middle is the middle is already, you have the amazing cast resin in there. So you could just put your decoupage paper right in there. So let's begin with the big one, ladies. Now the big one, I decided to do, yes, this paper right here. Isn't that so pretty? Oh my gosh, I love it. All right, so let me get this right here. And if it's not white, of course, you want to paint it white just so your paper pops. All right. Now I'm just trying to see where I think I want this big rose right here. I think that's what I want. Or we have this one here. No, that's good. All right, I think I'll take that one. And let me just trace it out real quick with my pen. And then
I'm hanging in there, y'all. Every day it's a little better. Thank you for asking.
Yes, everybody keep Teri in your prayers, please, that she feels better soon, guys. I know she would so appreciate that.
Yes, thank you so much.
All right, there we go. And after this, she's going to lay down and rest, right, Teri?
We'll see what Troy thinks about that.
Yeah. You just took the words out of my mouth. Let's see what happens with that. All right, so I'm just outlining it, guys, right? Okay. And then I'm just going to take my scissors and just cut it. I'm not going to go all the way to the edge.
Terry Lynn says, wow, you're not backwards today. It's because the program that I have her in, it automatically corrects the orientation.
Yeah, I'm always backwards now on Facebook.
Yeah.
Ugh. And they even took away Business Suite. That used to be okay. Used to be able to still do that. And now you can't even do that anymore. So,
which makes no sense. I mean, is it that big of a deal that you need to take that away? I mean, geez.
Right. What's the big deal about it, right?
Right.
What's the big deal? Okay, guys. Can you guys see what I'm doing?
No, you need to point down, please.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I'm like, Better?
Yes, perfect. You were holding everything up, so we were good. And
okay. All right, so I got my decoupage varnish and glue, and I got the Silky Shine. Now I don't think it really matters which one you want, because unless over this, I forgot to tell you what I'm going to do. Hopefully we have time. I want to do a pouring glaze over this, because that'll really up the game with it.
Mm-hmm.
Really pretty, It's like using the resin. When you do a resin pour and how beautiful your project looks after a resin pour? Well, this will do the same thing without having to use resin,
Donna says your tree is absolutely gorgeous.
Well, I have to, my fancy friends, I have to thank for that. Every single ornament on here is from them. Everybody has sent in ornaments, in the past years.
I love that.
It's just so pretty. I thank them all for that. And now I just have to think, what's after this? I think it's probably Memorial Day, right? I think that would be the
Memorial Day in May, and then I guess you could keep that because of the 4th of July, right?
You keep it up for the 4th of July. Mm-hmm. So that'll be the next one. That'll be the next. And then after July, you might as well consider it Christmas.
Oh, Kim, don't.
Right?
Oh, good.
Christmas in July, right? This is what happens. And then Hobby Lobby will have their Christmas stuff out already.
Oh, or the fall stuff. I cannot handle it.
Craziness. It's just crazy. All right. So I'm just getting the bubbles out, guys. That's all I'm doing. Just getting the bubbles out. And let's see how pretty that is. Isn't that gorgeous? All right. Let me just dry it a little bit, because you know the rules. If you try to sand it off before it's dry, you're going to tear your paper. Let me get my little sander out. Like so.
Hello, Mac. Hello, Mary Casey. We love to decorate your tree for Christmas, says Terry.
I thank you, ladies, for always sending in it. And what they do, the ladies, they put their name on the back of it and the year. So when I put it up for the following year, because I save every ornament, they're in a box. And I look at it, I'm like, oh my goodness, Teri sent that one last year in 2022.
Oh, that's awesome. I love that.
Yeah, so it's really, really nice. They're all have their, like here, this is from Kathy. And that's from last year, 2024. That's from Kathy.
That is so cool.
It's nice. And Christmas, I had to get a new tree this year because I had a skinny tree, if anybody knows what
I was going to say, wasn't it? This one's fuller.
Yeah, because I ran out of space for my ornaments. I had to get a new tree. So this is fuller. The other one was one of those, I guess we call it a pencil tree or a skinny tree, a thin tree.
Yes.
And
I think that's
that was
right,
my
pencil.
Yeah, that was my very first tree. I said, I don't need a big tree. What am I going to need a big tree for? Well, after the first Christmas, my fancy friends did not want me to take it down. They said, leave it up all year. We'll keep sending ornaments for the holidays. And so the tree began.
And 90,000 friends later?
90,000 fancy friends later, here we go. I have a tree.
I love that. I
that's
love
how
that so much.
Wasn't planned to keep up for all year, but all my fancy friends said we want to keep it up. We'll decorate it. We'll send ornaments in, which they do. Easter and 4th of July, Memorial Day, Valentine's Day.
I love that you have a place for it because, like, anytime somebody sends me a card or a note of any kind, I have them just sitting up here by my brushes, like up against it, but they're not displayed, if you will, like how you're,
Right. Yeah, even for Christmas, some people send it because they know I love vintage, so they'll send the prettiest vintage cards.
Yes.
Not an ornament, on the tree it goes. On the tree it goes. So there we go. Look at that, ladies. Right?
So
I mean, you
pretty.
can even do this. This can turn into, if you're not going to do a mold or something, this could turn into a tag.
Oh my goodness. Sandy Hinkleman says, I was at Hobby Lobby today and they had some fallout. What? Are you kidding me?
No way.
We haven't even gotten to spring, summer. What's going on? Summer hasn't even come.
Oh my God, that's insane. That's crazy.
Ridiculous.
All right, so this is what it's going to look like, but we're going to have to paint the frame first. But let me just give you an idea. Look at that, ladies. Isn't that pretty? Look how, well, of course I'm going to glue that on after the frame's painted.
Oh, that's going to be, yes.
Isn't that, don't you just love this mold, Teri?
Yes. And you know what? Well, I love them all, but the middle one is my favorite.
The middle one?
Yeah, that one. Yes.
That one? I know. Right. It's
Cindy, is it Crowder? She said, how can I send an ornament?
If you private message me on my page, private message me, I can send you my address. I don't like to keep my address out there because you know what? I don't,
No, absolutely not. Do not ever.
This day and age, you just don't know. People,
Do not ever. No.
And and so I just don't. I'm trying to think what color I'm going to use. I think I'm going to go.
Oh, you're very welcome, Laveda.
Okay, so we're going to paint this in a color called Autumn Sage, and it's a really pretty green. Look at that. And then we're going to do a dry brush of a white over it, and it's going to look really pretty. Now, let me tell you what I did before I painted this. I did it for the sake of time, ladies. I put a coat of white gesso, Pentar white gesso on there. The reason being is because if you can see the back, can you see the shine on there? Resin is like slippery.
Yes.
And if you do any kind of project that your project is slippery or something like that, you want to put a coat of gesso on it, or just so that it has some teeth the paint has teeth to stick to it. Am I making sense? I hope so.
Yes. It gives that tooth that you need for the grip.
Yes. Yeah.
The grip. Yeah.
Right. So you want your paint to be able to have someplace to grip onto. So they were all except for the black. I did not, because the black we're only putting it in the middle. But the white ones, I did put a coat of the white gesso on there because you're just painting it on. You ladies don't have to see me do that. And then we're just waiting for that to dry. Another step. It's like, how many times you want to see paint dry, right? So
thank you, Irma. Hi, Terry Mora. How are you?
Hi, Terry. How are you? Irma, how are you, sweet friends? Thanks, everybody, for coming on today. I appreciate it. I know everybody's busy getting stuff for the Easter Bunny and all that ready, right? Remember those days, Terry?
Yes, and all the coloring of the eggs
The
and
eggs and all that, right? Kind of missed that.
Lourdes wants to know, hello ladies. Kim, do you sell that frame mold? It's beautiful.
Yes, we have it on. It's from Decoupage Queen. It's in their new release, and I think it should be there should be a link for my affiliate on there. I think, sorry, I'm not sure.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Mhm.
This is, and you know what? This is going to be a mold that it's not going to be a one timer for you. You know what I mean? Some molds, I have some molds that like, I don't use it that often, but this is going to be a one that you can use often. You know what I mean? This is going to be something, this mold looks really pretty when you're like, if you want to, how you redo the books and stuff like that. And you can put this on the top with a photo in it. I mean, the uses are endless for this mold. It's really pretty. And with the 3 different sizes, for the frames, it gives you, depending on your project you're doing, then you'll have the size that you need. And see, guys, how fast the paint goes on and how easily it's going on. That's because of the gesso on there. I really mean that. If you didn't have that on there, it wouldn't be going on as easy as this. And you might need 2 coats. I'm going to only need 1 coat because that's already on there. I mean, you have to judge yourself when you're doing it. If you need 2 coats.
Armera is here, but I can't find her comment. But Armera said hello.
Mara, sweet friend, how are you? I think she's in Vegas right now, I think, still. And I saw that she went, I don't know, thrifting yesterday at Goodwill or something. I was jealous.
Karen Stassinos says she's new here. Welcome.
Welcome. I'm so happy to have you here. Me and Terry are thrilled that you're stopping by today. All right, so there we go. All right, so let's dry this one real quick. And then I'm going to do a dry brush. So then all the details are going to pop on this. Yes, and welcome everybody. If you're new, thank you so much for coming on today. I appreciate it. Ladies, if you hear a leaf blower, my neighbor's deciding that he needs to leaf blow right now.
Oh, no worries. I mean, I have 2 houses being built behind me, so
okay.
We can your leaf blower and the contractors. They're probably making some type of music at the end of the day. Sheila need Christmas.
I said to my husband, it's been quiet all day, morning, everything. I said, now I'm going to come on. Now he needs to leaf blow.
Well, we were sitting here chatting, and everything's fine, and as normal, as soon as we go live, I keep having to mute it because the dogs keep barking because somebody keeps coming to the door.
It's crazy, right? This is what happens
every single time we go live.
That's what happens.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Now I'm just looking to see if I'm thinking that I need to have 2 coats, and I don't think I do. I'm looking at just the way it is, and look how pretty that looks.
Tree says, I'll see your leaf blower and raise you 2 houses. Exactly.
I go, what's he doing it now for? It's 3:00 in the afternoon. Time to call it a day. Oh, I guess doing a spring cleanup, I'm assuming. That's what he's doing.
And then he'll stop when you're done with the live.
Yeah, well, absolutely. Absolutely. I said to my husband, Brian's doing a leaf blower. He goes, well, tell him to stop. Oh, yeah, okay. Okie dokie. Yes, sir. I'm going to go tell him to stop because I have a live to do. All right. So there we go. So this is the green, like this. This is called Autumn Sage. And now I'm going to put a white on there. Okay. So let's dry brush that on there.
Oh. Hi, Anna. My goodness, I can't type your last name, Anna. For some reason, it's just going crazy on me. Kim, didn't your husband do that to you this weekend?
With the leaf blower?
I think so. Catherine's asking that.
Oh, he was doing something outside. Maybe it was the leaf blower. And you don't know that I'm doing a live. Yeah, it was. Yes, now I remember. Yes. Oh God, I go. Doesn't he know I'm doing a live?
Don't he know the deal by now?
You would think. You would think. All right. So I'm just going over the very top with this white, just like that. There's barely any paint on my brush, and I'm keeping it flat like this. I'm not touching it like this. I'm going over it just flat. So it's just getting the high points. And you could do it with whatever. You can do it with the gold if you want to make it more fancy. I just think I want to keep this, real shabby chicy looking, because of the roses on there.
Hi, Dale. How are you?
Who's
Dale Bowers.
Oh, okay. Hello. Thanks, everybody.
Good afternoon, Terry and Kim.
Good afternoon, ladies. Good afternoon. Thank you for spending some of your Saturday with us, the Saturday before Easter.
Yes.
Okay, and I think that should be good. And then, yeah, there we go. I think that's fine. And I'll bring this up to the camera so you can see it better. One day I'll be like Teri, with all the fancy stuff, and have StreamYard and be able to do how she does it with the, where you could see exactly what she's doing, which I love.
Sometimes, I love it too, because they can't see everything that's going on. But then there's sometimes when, I'm like, oh gosh, they're going to see this as a big old mistake.
Oh, well, mistakes, whatever. They're just learning experiences. And you know what? Sometimes it'd be a mistake that they would have, and now they know.
Yeah.
Watch you fix it. 1, 2, 3. And they're like, oh, is that all you have to do?
Hello, Kathy Dean. Happy Easter blessings to everyone, she says.
Yes, thank you. And there, can you see it now? See how
the beautiful. Yes.
So there we go. Look how pretty that looks.
I love that.
Gorgeous. All right. So this is for me, this is going to be a magnet. All right. So if you want to go ahead, paint the back. I'm not going to paint the back.
Nah.
So it's up to you what you want to do. Do I? Oh, yes, I do. Okay.
Stephanie Rumschik says, hello, ladies. Happy Easter.
Hello. Happy Easter. I just want to make sure I'm putting on this right way. Yeah, there we go. Look at guys. Oh, all right. So now we're just going to take our glue. All right. And then I'll show you one trick that you can do to make the back look a little bit prettier. Okay. So you want to do your frame. You don't want to glue this. Glue your frame. And don't put too much glue. You don't want it oozing out of the sides. If it does, you can just clean that up. It's no big whoop. All right, so let's put that on here.
Sandy Kling says that's so pretty.
I know. I'm loving the new release. Everything is just so beautiful. Teresa outdid herself this year. Well, she outdoes herself every time. Outdid herself. Everything is just beautiful. And making sure that I can. All right, there we go. Now I'll push it down. All right. Okay. And look. Oh my gosh, is that beautiful? Look how pretty. Now what you could do to cover up the back, if you wanted to, they sell this stuff. I love it. It's felt, but it has the backing already that's sticky.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Now it comes in different colors. I only have black. I only have black. So if you wanted to, you could just cut out the felt, and put it on here if you wanted to. You could do that, or just paint the whole thing. Let me just cut out a piece real quick. Let's just see, just so you can see how pretty it's going to look. And where we're going, this is there, and this is right here. I really should get some cream color felt. But I was doing a project and it called for black, so that's all I got. That's all I got. All right, so that's I'm just giving you an idea, ladies, because it's from my refrigerator. So to me, it doesn't really matter. I just want to show you how this stuff works. And then I'll show you the magnets that you can put on it. And then we have one done, and then we'll get on to number 2. Okay, let's see. Huh. Good luck getting that backing off.
You know what I don't know if this will help you. You know what I always, because making books and stuff, I use like my blade.
Oh, there we go. What blade? Which one, Teri?
Like your cutter, or I have what I call a pokey tool or something like that. But that's what I always use to get those doggone things off, because you can't get them with your nails.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to do. All right, now you would make that better. You would cut it before you put your paper on, all that kind of stuff. But that's how you would do that. And then you just go to Walmart. They have them on Amazon, anywhere, and you get the little. These are just little magnets, little round magnets. See how you put them on the bottom just like that? And that is it. There's one I did the other day. But anyway, and then you just
gorgeous.
And then you have your magnet for your refrigerator.
Oh my goodness, Kim. The frames, family pictures, Mother's Day gifts. Oh, for magnets.
What did I miss something?
Your idea, these would be great Mother's Day gifts if they put like their picture of their family with the frames in there.
Oh my God, that would be what? Who wouldn't love that?
Right?
So personalized, by you. I mean, how that would be absolutely perfect. That's what when I got this inspiration from Pinterest, and somebody actually put family photos on there of all, you've seen, and I've had it too, when your kids are growing up and you just get a picture and you just throw it up there with a magnet from a gas station or something.
Exactly. I have magnets on my fridge too, but they're like, family from vacations, like they're, something like that. But when you held that up, I just thought, how pretty would that be to have like your family in there, and you give it to grandma or mom.
Yep. It's just perfect. Just perfect. So let me just show you real quick, if you wanted to now up it a little bit before we continue on to our other ones, because this has to dry. It's not going to dry in time for us to
no.
By the time we get off, but just so you know, it is the Pentart pouring glaze, guys, and this can take the place of your resin pour. If you're a little hesitant on doing resin pour, you're like, oh, I'm afraid to do it. This will up your game. And it's going to give it a really, really pretty shine. But it's got to dry. So what you want to do is the same as resin. Going to put something over it or whatever, just so if you have little furry friends or something, because if anything falls into it, it's going to stick to it, if that makes sense. So you're going to want to put a cover on it, a dome, or if you have a space where nobody's going to be on, but sometimes you even get dust.
Yes.
So you might want to.
There's little things flying around.
Yeah. So
Teri, I won't do it to your last name, Teri. Teri D says, do you still have Christopher's magnet on your fridge?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Thank you. Who remembers that?
Teri D. Rugerless?
Yes, Teri. I have to take a picture. I still have your magnet on my
Oh, that's not she's got 2 eyes. How do you say that? Do you know how, Kim? Look, I'll put it up on the screen.
Yeah, I know. Teri D. Rodriguez. I forget how to really know exactly how to pronounce your name, but Teri
Rugerless. Poor Teri. She's like, stop it. Please just stop it.
Teri is one of my founding members, I should say.
Yes.
One of the OGs.
That's what she put earlier.
She made me a beautiful magnet, and I still have it on my. Teri, I will take a picture and I will show you that it's still on my refrigerator. It sure is, and I always think of you when I see it. Yes, I do.
Hello, Molly.
There. Oh my goodness. All right, so now I'm just going to want to.
I actually D. Rugiris. Oh goodness. So I did a video on the pouring glaze on the royal court a couple years ago for the for a substitution of resin. And the great thing about it is, just like epoxy, it does self-level, y'all. So
oh, thank you, Teri. That I did not know.
yeah, it does self-level once you get it all on there. But yeah, so I have a tutorial. It's on the royal court. It's also on my YouTube, but you probably have to go a little further back to get it.
Put the link, Teri, so people could see it. You got the link?
I do.
Yeah, put the link in there.
Hi, Jackie Bates. You're never late. Oh, she said I got it.
She got the what?
Saying she put the pronunciation of her last name in there.
Oh, okay.
Hi, Joan. Molly, she's using pouring glaze.
Yeah, the Pentar pouring glaze. It works wonderfully. I'm telling you, it's like if you use like a regular resin, and it just ups the game with this. Now, I'm not, Teri, maybe you would know. If you used a regular photo, could you put this on top of it?
So it's water-based. I
just curious. I'm not
sure. I probably wouldn't. It you would need to treat the photo first.
Okay.
Because you see how you do have to move it around.
Mm-hmm.
So I would just be afraid, because it's water-based, that it's going to destroy the photo.
Okay. All right. Now this will dry clear, everybody. This will dry clear.
Yes.
Right now it looks very foggy, but it will dry clear. I promise you that. Actually, I made one for my sister with the magnet. She's got it on her refrigerator, and she loves it. So it does. If you make this as a gift, ladies, people would love it. Don't you like getting a gift that someone made that's, going out to a store, and it's just, I don't know. Hey, when you're getting older, what means a lot?
I just love
family photos.
I don't know if it's because that's what we do or what, but I just love gifts in general that are handmade.
Mm-hmm.
All
right, so here it is. You see it's all cloudy. So then I'm going to take this, I'm going to put it aside, and then you don't touch it. I just let it go till the next day. And look how pretty that's going to look. Whoop, I think I see something that needs to be. Now you're going to have a little time to move and groove with this, just like regular resin, ladies. I just see with the light. Now I see I missed a spot. There we go. Make sure you got a well-lit area so you can see if you missed anything. There you go. Teri, you're right. You can see it self-leveling.
Yeah, it self-levels. So by saying that, y'all, you want to make sure, like I have a resin table, that, level table. So by saying that, you want it on a level surface, because it self-levels. So you don't want it,
right. Have you ever
Molly,
done that?
Yes, absolutely.
It's like, whoa.
Molly, it's going to depend on the temperature of your, of your area, but you will want to just leave it overnight, just like epoxy. And again, it's going to depend on the depth, how much you've put in there. So it a couple of different factors, but the best scenario is just leave it overnight. And yeah.
Set it and forget it. What is that from?
Exactly.
Is that a commercial? Set it and forget it? I don't know. Why does that sound like a commercial or something? All right. Now we're going to just do the black one too real fast so I can show you what it's going to look like on the black. And then we'll continue with the other white one. I'm trying to figure. Why did I mark it? I said, oh, that one is going to look perfect right there. Oh, okay. Here it is. That's what I want. All right. So there we go.
Because you know why you did that? Because we always tell ourselves, I'll remember.
I should know by now. I won't remember.
And that's exactly the thing, is we will not remember. So why do we do that? Because I do the same thing. I'm like, oh yeah, yep, I'll know that right there. Yep. Okay. I got it. And then I'm like, yeah, nope, don't got it.
Yeah, I'll remember. Yeah, okay. I don't remember when I walk into the kitchen sometimes what I want.
Exactly.
When I know it, I go in there for something, and then I'm like, okay, now what did you go in there for? I go, then you have to walk back out, walk back in again, and then
pray that you're gonna remember.
And then you pray that comes back to you. Oh, goodness gracious, I'm telling you, right? Oh, Lord. All right, so I think this one is going to be perfect. This little rose right here. Isn't this paper so pretty? And this paper looks really nice, too, with the black and pink checks. Or the checks are harlequins. What are they?
Harlequins.
Harlequins, yes. And that looks really pretty with that, too. Oh, gorgeous.
So, you know, when I was sending papers to everyone, you know, I tried to, you know, kind of pick their style a little bit and also, you know, give everybody a good mix. And there were just some papers that I was like, yeah, this is just definitely Kim.
Oh, Terry, you got me. You got me. I opened up the package and I'm like, oh my God, this is so me. Oh, this is so me. Let's see, maybe I'll go down. Yeah, there we go. All right, so then I'm just pushing this in here. Just like that, and then I can tear it more so it fits right into there. Okay, this is an easy one. And then wait till you see the pretty, the wax paste I'm going to put on this one. Look, oh my gosh. Look how
oh my goodness. Is it really, y'all? I didn't know that. So Susan and Luann both remember that I guess Set It and Forget It is from a rotisserie oven commercial.
It's a what kind of? It's an oven?
Rotisserie oven commercial.
Oh, I know it's from something because I didn't make that up. I'm going Set It and Forget It.
No, but you know what? I've said it. I mean, I don't know the last time I said, but I've heard of it. I've said it, but I never knew the origin of it. I would have never known that.
I go, what the? Thank you for remembering, ladies.
Yeah, I would have never. I would have never guessed. I would have thought a movie too, like you said.
Yeah. That's what I thought it was from. Where's my little scissors? All right, let me just cut this out a little bit. I don't want. Sometimes you got the fibers from the rice paper, and I don't want it showing. So let's cut those off.
That's what I always say. A little, you know, haircut, a rice paper haircut.
Yeah, that's what it is. Thank you, Terry. Rice paper haircut. I'm going to use that from now on. Hope you don't mind.
Oh, wow. Really? Miss Linda says, yeah, I have that oven. Love it. And she says she loves it.
Oh, wow. Set It and Forget It. Oh, my God. That's so funny. Oh.
Luann says, I know a lot of random dumb things.
Luann knows a lot of stuff. Luann is in my membership group, ladies. And if we need to know anything, we automatically say, okay, Luann, what, do you know this? And she knows it.
Yeah, Luann is awesome.
Yep, Luann knows everything. We ask her, and before you know it, she's got the answer. Oh my gosh, so funny. All right, so let's just put this in here. Anyway, I want to make sure that I'm going to put this on the right way. Is it this way or this way? It's this way. Okay, or is it this way? Oh, well, you know what? I don't think it really matters which way you go. Whichever way you want it to go.
Yep, exactly.
Yep. All right, so let's put that in this little piece. Now remember, this is why we say don't throw out your scraps. And like our friend Mara says, scraps are golden. Because stuff like this is when you use your little scraps that
your little pieces, yeah.
Your little tiny pieces. And how perfect. And when this little one right here look super cute as a magnet. Super cute. Now, ladies, I was going to go out today, truth be told, and go get more magnets. And I knew my Walmart was going to be like swamped with last minute Easter basket people getting stuff, you know. And I'm like, oh. So that's why I showed you the one that I previously did. I just didn't feel like going to Walmart.
No, heck no. Oh, yeah, absolutely not.
Yeah. But look how cute that looks.
Oh, I love that.
Yes. So now let's show the details of it. All right. Let me just dry this a little bit. And I'm going to be using the Pentart Wax Paste Rose Gold. This one around the edges of the black. The black really shows a lot of the colored wax paste really well. Really well. The black shows them so nicely. I was choosing either between the green and the rose color. Is it green? What's the color? It's green, but I'm not sure the name. It's not the neon green. They make the word so small, I can't read that.
I have that color. Hold on.
I can't even read it. But either one would be really pretty with this paper. Either one, I think, would be.
Yeah, because that one is, it's not the green, because the green they actually named green.
It's just green?
But this one is not. This one is it olive green, I think?
Literally, ladies, I'd have to snapshot this and then
blow it up.
It's so tiny, but it's not. There's another green that's a little bit more vibrant. This one
got it. This one's turtle green.
Turtle green. There you go. Thank you, Teri.
You're welcome. Yeah, the other one is like a vibrant green, the one that they labeled green.
Yes, and that's not the one I wanted.
Yeah, no, this one.
That was a little bit more muted. But this rose it's just going to bring out the colors in the flower.
Okay. So, hold on, y'all. I see him. Gotta get out the spray.
Somebody's trying to come on with us?
No, we gotta get out the bug spray.
Oh, yep, get the bug spray out. Tell them to go to somebody else's party.
Mm-hmm. No, we don't sell vacuums here, matey.
Oh my God, Teri, that's so funny. I love that. We don't sell vacuums here. Oh Lord, that is the scream. That's so funny. Yeah, go someplace else and sell your wares.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, in heaven, right? Don't you have something else to do today, right?
You know.
Don't you have something else to do but then bother us? I really don't think you want to make a magnet for your refrigerator. Right? I don't think so, sir. Oh my God. Or you get the ones that say, oh my gosh, you know, they message everybody that was on my live.
Oh, you're so beautiful, and I wish we could. Oh, could we be friends? And I don't mean to intrude. And it's like, you don't mean to intrude. You're intruding.
You're too late. You already did.
You're too late.
You're too late. You intruded.
As soon as you said hello, you are intruding.
Yeah, too late. Too late. All right, but anyway, let me show you the rose gold. Look how pretty that came out with the rose.
Oh, yes, that was perfect.
Isn't that pretty? And then you just have to stick your magnet right on the back of it. 1, 2, 3. I love that. Rose gold looks gorgeous on the black. Just gorgeous. All right, so now we have the two. I gotta make sure I don't lift that up. Leave it. But look how quick that's a quick project.
Shannon Stefanici, Pickin' Boots.
Yes.
She was on here and she was using foil flakes, foil something or another, or something. Anyway, she said like don't blow, or we were talking about no fans on or ain't nothing like that. And just out of habit, she blew and it just went everywhere.
Oh God.
You can just see it all flying around in the camera. I was like,
oh no.
So yeah, don't pick it up because we're gonna get a definite drip.
Oh gosh.
I'll have to do a slow-mo reel of you picking it up and it just dripping off.
Yeah. Oh goodness. Oh.
So everybody, Sheila Teagan says, so pretty. Irma Rojas says, so pretty.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, especially that black one. The most time it is waiting for the resin to dry. 10 minutes for the resin to dry. I mean, otherwise, that took no time.
Right.
You put your paper down in there and you hit it with a little wax and you are done. Glue the if you're gonna make it a magnet, glue the back on and you're ready to go. 1, 2, 3. All right. go. All right, so let's do this one. How are we doing? Oh, we're doing. Oh, we're good.
Oh,
We're good.
yeah, you're absolutely good.
Okay, let me see. I'm trying to say which way is that. Yep, that's that way. I want to put her this way. She's just so cute, this little girl. She's adorable.
So, you know, Teresa tells a story every time she does one of these. She collects the vintage postcards. So she waits until she gets the perfect 4 or, you know, what that. And when she finally does, she puts them together on a rice paper. So these are actually vintage postcards that she collects.
Oh, you're kidding?
No.
I didn't know that. Wow, they're so cute. My goodness.
You have to ask her one day to see all of her postcards.
Oh. Oh. Did she get some postcards from her trip before?
I don't know. I'm not sure, but you know, I'm sure she's picked up some. But yeah, she's got like boxes of them.
Oh my goodness! Wow. Wow, how pretty.
Joan says the black with the rose gold is her favorite.
Yeah, that's just so pretty. Just gorgeous. And like I said, it would also be pretty with the green too, if you wanted the green. It all depends, because you had the green in the flowers too. All right, so let's put that off to dry. And now we're going to paint this real quick in, it's a blue. It's like a vintagey blue. Let's get that painted. And actually, they all don't take that long to make.
No.
Yeah. Okay. This is new. The new one. All right. Let me get my. So Terry, this is your favorite. This one.
That the shape of that is just
Mm-hmm. Isn't it pretty?
Mm-hmm.
Look, I love that color. It's like an old vintagey frame.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's exactly what it is. An old vintagey frame. So like I said, you can paint the, you know, for me, they're going on my refrigerator, so I don't care. But if you want to give to somebody, I would paint the back and stuff like that, you know, do that. But make sure you definitely prime, use the gesso on it. It'll make a world of difference when the way your paint's going on. It'll make tons of difference. And that too takes 2 seconds to put that on. I think the most time is waiting for the molds to dry.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. All right. Now that picture of that little girl had a lot of blue in it, and that's why I picked this color.
Lisa says, love the color. Irma says, nice color.
Yeah, it's so pretty.
Mm-hmm. Hi, Betty.
Hello, ladies. Hello, welcome. Thanks for joining me and Terry today. We appreciate it so much. Okay, there we go. Let's dry that. And then I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to just give it a quick whitewash on it. Now remember, you can use the pastes and stuff like that. If you want to put the gold on there or something, you can do that. That looks pretty too. There we go, farmhouse. But you want to make sure it's dry, otherwise you're just going to be muddy in the color. You're not going to really get the white effect. And this, it's not a white, it's more of it's an antique white, guys. Antique white.
This is Decoupage Queen's antique frames, Sheila.
Okay. All right, let's get the paint on. Here we go. All right. And then I'm just going on the side like this and hitting it just like that. There we go. And then we're going to stick it on to the back. You need to have another magnet. Now remember, you don't have to use these as magnets. That was just the idea that I got from that girl. But she did hers all in gold to look like those antique frames that you get.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm like, ooh, these would be nice with the new molds that the new release came out with. Now, you don't have to do the resin pour too. You don't have to. You could just put another coat of your decoupage medium or your top coat on there. Get maybe a glossy top coat if you want. But when this is done, I can't even describe it. It just makes it
yes, Donna, the black and the white are quick cure.
All right, so then let's glue. Let me just make sure how she's gonna look. Oh my gosh, ladies, look. Hold on, look.
So
look
cute.
Cute that's gonna look in there. Okay, I think I have to cut her a little bit. Just a little bit. Let's cut her a little bit. She's showing. Oh, we gotta. Actually, she's still a little wet.
Luann is wishing everybody a happy Easter to all that celebrate. Luann's over on the YouTube, so I know y'all can't see her, but she's wishing everybody a happy Easter.
Thank you, Luann. That's so kind of you. Thank you so much.
Okay, Luann has to get back to work, so.
Oh, Luann, thank you for coming on today, my friend. Thanks so much. Be careful at work.
Yep.
Stay safe.
She does important stuff.
Yes, she does. Okay. All right. Let's glue it on. And then if I need to cut it a little bit, then I could cut it a little bit more. Now this one's a little trickier because the edges are thinner than previous frame. It'll work. Just make sure, try to get your glue. You don't want to put too much glue on because you don't want it oozing out. There we go. There we go. Let's put her on. Turn it upside down. Make sure we got her where I want her. Oh, yes, we do. All right, let's hold down this.
So we have Sandy says, so adorable. Betty says, loving this, Kim. Irma says, love the idea of turning them into magnets.
Ah, thank you. Yeah. Well, like I said, I can't take the credit. Somebody, I wish you know what? I always like to give Forrest credits too. This lady on Pinterest, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it's always, if you see somebody do it, it's always nice to give credit. But honestly, I say it all the time. Everything's been done before.
You got it.
So, I know people like to, oh, you're copying. Or no. Everything's been done before. So
right.
At the end of the day, we all inspire each other. So why,
That's I am thrilled when I see somebody post something on my page that, they see me do it and now they've done it. They were inspired. And then I go, wow. I said, wow. Yours is even nicer than mine. You did a great job.
Right? I just get a kick out of it. I think it's such a cool thing. Yeah.
Right. Absolutely. So anyway, so like I said, then you just want to go if you want to use these as magnets, then you just go to your local Amazon, no, your local Walmart.
Your local Amazon?
Well, for me, it's that's all I ever. I just order from Amazon.
I do too. And actually, Kim, every time Kim and I see each other, I show Kim something, and I have to send her a link because she's got to buy it. And I swear, it's every single time. Today, I showed her something, and she's like, "You have the link for that, right?"
Oh my God! I said, "You got the link for that?" She goes, "I sure do." I said, "All right, we'll make sure you send it to me." Oh my God, the poor Amazon is up and down my driveway every day. Yep. But it's just the convenience is just crazy. You know what I mean?
I know.
For extra cents, I let them bring it. But I just think these were really real. I don't know. I just think they're cute on your refrigerator.
Absolutely adorable. I love it.
Yeah. So it was this. So those are the three from this mold right here, antique frames. This is the new one from Decoupage Queen ladies. And every single paper I used today was the new release 2 from Decoupage Queen. So if you're interested, you can find it, on Decoupage Queen's site. It's right there. So this one still has to dry. I will take a photo of it, and after it's all dry. But it looks cloudy here, but it'll dry clear.
Yeah, it will. It's going to be cloudy. So you guys, if you're trying it, don't Oh my goodness, what did I do? It's gonna be cloudy, but it'll go clear. And that's when you know you can pick it up and start messing with it because it's gone clear.
Right.
So let me get that off of there. Let's get this on there. And let's see who our Easter winner will be. Let's do a couple of shuffles on this bad boy, and good luck. Treese Hodge.
Oh, yes.
Treese, congratulations.
Congratulations.
Treese. Congratulations, Treese. If you can please email me at Teri. It's coming up on the screen if I can hit the button. Teri at decoupagequeen.com and send me your address, and then I'll send you out a goodie bag of Decoupage Queen rice papers. So congratulations, Treese. And
Congratulations.
Congratulations. Yay. Everyone, we want to thank you for spending some time with us on this Saturday. We hope you have an amazing Easter weekend if you celebrate. If not, just have an amazing weekend. And Kim, again, many congratulations on your 90K. And I can't wait until we celebrate your 100.
I'll come on with you. How's that?
That would be amazing.
Thank you, everybody. I so appreciate it. I so appreciate it. And like Teri said, happy Easter, or have a wonderful, marvelous Sunday.
We'll talk to you guys soon next weekend. Oh my goodness gracious. I cannot remember who it is. I knew it, and then it just went.
Oh, I know the feeling, my friend.
Oh, I can't even. What weekend are we on? Are we on almost the last weekend?
It'll be, I think it's the 26th or the 29th.
If it's the last weekend, it's going to be Nicole's Recycled Treasures.
Yes, it's the last one. It absolutely.
Okay, then it's Nicole's Recycled Treasures next Saturday. Oh, she's going to wring my neck. Anyways, thank you again. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. We'll see you soon. Bye.
Bye, everybody.